Now it's the Music Prize with the most eclectic of tastes, from chart-topping rappers to obscure folk musicians. Any British or Irish act that has released an album this year can win the Mercury Music Prize, and with it a huge boost to sales. This year's nominations for Best Album have just been unveiled, with the 12-strong shortlist including 8 debut albums, as well as titles from better established names such as Richard Hawley and the Maccabees. Also on the list, the rapper Plan B. The 28-year-old East Londoner has attracted attention for his acerbic political commentary. The title track of the Mercury shortlisted album, Ill Manners, tackles last year's riots and issues of class. Also known as Ben Drew, Plan B has had considerable success outside the world of music, appearing in several films. And the Ill Manners album is the soundtrack to a crime drama of the same name, which he wrote and directed. After that Mercury shortlist was released, I talked to Plan B from the launch of the Music Awards shortlist in central London. I began by talking to him about the fact that his music reflected what's going on in society, particularly last summer's riots.
I think you've got a generation of kids that do not feel part of this society, and the opportunity arose for them to go and get some free stuff. You know?
But you're also very critical of the materialistic sort of society that we live in.
I am, but I'm also guilty of it myself. We all live in this society, and you know, we all like nice things. I think there's too much emphasis and importance put on those nice things. But you know, I can't fully kind of attack materialism, because, like I said, we're all kind of guilty of it. But there's so much importance put on it, so much importance put on status. And for kids that don't have anything, they feel that if they go and get those things for themselves, suddenly it's going to enrich their lives and better their position, which it's not.
What gives you your perspective? What's your life told you about what informs your music?
My mum owned her own house, but she struggled as a single mother. So I grew up having to dream about the things I wanted, and that gave me a determination to kind of really work hard at my talent. You know, I knew from a young age that I was good at music, and music was something I wanted to pursue. And I was lucky that I was someone that knew that from such a young age. And I worked hard at it because, yeah, I dreamt of having nice things. I dreamt of having new trainers and computer consoles, and I guess the things that society had made me believe were important at that age. You know,
some people.
I decided to work hard for those things.
Some people say that your film, Ill Manners, kind of glamorised the violence.
Oh no, I think the people that are saying that are a minority, a handful of people. Most people that watch Ill Manners think it's a realistic portrayal of the truth, and it's not glamorising it at all, because it's not saying that it's good. And none of the characters in the film have a positive outcome. They all have a really negative outcome.
Famously, you said David Cameron got it right when he said hug a hoodie.
Well, he didn't say hug a hoodie. I mean, that was the kind of tabloids twist on it to try and undermine what he said. But if you actually read the statement, it comes from a real and an honest place. And I think, yeah, instead of punishing these kids, you know, because they've been punished their whole life, and we put them in prison, they're just going to come out worse. And that's going to be a worse problem for society when they come out. You know, but what he was saying is, you know, we need to understand that these kids, you know, actually need some compassion and need someone to believe in them and tell them that they're not all bad. Because no kid is born bad, you know. You become, or you act out and do bad things, you know, based on, you know, your environment and what's happened to you. And so he kind of seemed like he got that in that speech, but then the tabloids kind of twisted it and turned it on him, which must have been quite embarrassing. Yeah. So obviously when it came to the riots and how we was going to deal with it, he just went completely against what he said and said, no, we've just got to punish them. You know, which is, I guess, the typical kind of Tory way of doing things, you know?